Yeah. Okay, so let's queue into the correct distance. Instance.
Distance?
Distance, yeah.
Yeah, we should keep
Sure.
distance. 1.5 meter at least. Yeah, so stacks are not possible today.
The durability of one Amagi pieces is noticeably low. Okay.
Wait.
But I'm a Lala, I'm also noticeably low.
ACT. I'm withdrawing. No free company actions.
Oh yeah, we have.
Okay, yeah. Thanks.
Good point.
Good point, yeah. Okay. He was faster.
That's what
Let
she
me
said.
repair 2. And then I'm good.
Gonna make another ready check just to be sure. I love how everyone pressed yes and like half,
No one's ready.
half the party
Yeah,
forgot
that's
something.
That's driving my my tank on for Savage Savage Party insane because I always press yes and then I realize I don't have my card and then I do no wait.
So I guess Lusa is still ready?
Yeah.
Okay. One's ready. Let's try again. And again, my gear is noticeably low. I don't care. I can repair.
Oh yeah. Okay, where are the
Yay.
buttons?
Oh no. Oh, well, I don't have foods. I'm sorry.
You don't have food.
I forgot I got. I used my last one during.
Okay,
quickly as
so
last
do
week.
you want to get food real quick?
Oh, it should be okay. You know, it's mostly towards healing. I'm not sure if it's a pain for. Because DPS wise, I don't think it's necessary.
No,
right now.
DPS wise not. The healers have to decide if you need food or not.
Yeah.
We
Let's
will
go.
see if you just get knocked out when we have the first stack or whatever. Then you will need food.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
get food. Let Lusa grab some food real quick.
Who had the weapon yesterday? And Shiva? Or 2 days ago? On your group?
Hyenox, the Black Mage, had a weapon.
Ah, okay.
And
Our first
That
one?
would have been funny if that was Chris or you or Ryu.
No, it was the
No,
first.
That would have meant that you had the weapon before me.
Hyenox was
No.
the first, and then we have the 1 kill left for this week. We'll do
Yeah,
tomorrow, I
didn't
believe.
clear it yet. It took us after
Don't tell. You can't tell anyone.
like we almost killed Shiva on Sunday, which is why we didn't go into Ultimate on Monday. We almost killed her. I meant we had an 8% wipe.
6.
6% was our best pull, and then we went in on Monday and just one-shot her.
That's the user.
That was awesome. And then yeah, but we didn't kill it this week yet because on Tuesday we managed to wipe for an entire lockout on Ramu. Yeah, we delayed the raid, exactly.
Yeah.
We went into Ramu, didn't manage to kill him in 90 minutes, got out, and then just pretended like, oh, okay, we started 1.5 hours late.
Yeah, you can start again.
Okay.
That's like the 7 for us many weeks. Like we one shot everything else, but then
7? 7 is
7 is hard.
we never had
One or two
particu-
pulls, 7 always.
Yeah, 7 is
Yeah.
always 1 or 2 pulls. That's always pretty quick.
But Ramu or 6.
Yeah, Ramu,
5 or
we-
6.
Yeah, 6 was
I mean, I
quick.
guess like the 7,
week,
the problem
but-
with 7 is like there is nothing happening. So people
Yeah,
get
people
like
just-
greedy and then we got like 2 hours.
They're just sleeping. Yeah.
Well, but it's, inner release. Hello? Game?
Yeah. Please let me die.
You can't.
No.
What?
Okay, now you can wall.
Oh.
That's because not everyone were in the instance yet.
Okay, I need a ferry. I have food. We're good. Maybe I can pull Machina.
Hold on. That seems to be thing for this fight. Or... Hey, hold on. Like the Deathwall thing.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure like in other ultimates or some fights you can just... I don't know.
No. For every fight you cannot wall until Oh no, I'm not sure. For most fights, recent fight at least.
Damn, no Twisted Death on first pull.
Twister after.
Top of the boss. Back and get ready to thunder.
Thunder.
In end stack.
That stack.
And clockwise.
They stack.
Fire
Fire
out.
out. Thunders.
Thunders. Stack then in. And stay. Move.
Thunders. Firing. Spread. Spreading. In. Firing. Thunder out.
We have B34,
What's your
second
fuels?
tank.
Tank buster. B34.
Where's the third one?
Behind
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah, B34.
First B.
First B, user,
3
Calder.
and 4.
Away and then stack.
4.
Stack.
You have
Raising.
tech.
Oh no, I'm
Too slow, I think.
try to. You don't have presses.
4%!
Mini
That was-
APA.
that was one of our
No.
Ah, clean.
Yeah, that was clean as hell
Three.
until the end.
Oh yeah, that's a good baseline.
I really forgot. I forgot to move clockwise from the pedal. That's why I died.
You can for the second dive bomb. You can basically always place your supernova and then go onto the marker. Like for the second one, it will always be that order that the hypernova comes first and then the dive bomb locks in.
Oops.
Wallet. Oh,
But it's
Yeah,
right
that-
on the
That
was-
was my bad. That was my bad.
Focus back.
It's fine.
So lucky.
Mm,
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I was already standing in it. No idea
At
how.
the same time, it's just so
Yeah,
random.
no idea how I could have solved that either.
I
So
think the only way to handle that one is if you go to A, because it's close enough for the first fire puddle to not, the hell puddle to not have procced yet. If you are on one, I think that's the first goal.
I think I was out of the pedals, but I got rest. Please no twister now, please no twister now.
Twister. You don't have stance.
Raising.
Twister. It's gonna be blocked.
Present 2.
Rising. I already used Swiftcast.
Wisdom. Witness.
Probably have
Second one, yeah.
Yeah. Another fireball.
Wow.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Two man stack.
Raising your reeve.
That was, I didn't have the soil up, I didn't expect it.
Oh, you
right.
did have sorry, yeah, that's right.
What about sprint?
Yeah.
Also didn't have that up.
Yeah, I had sprint up, but I didn't put the soil up because I didn't expect to get it. I never get it.
What it. I used collective unconscious, so it's not that the problem is that when you get the liquid hell and the fireball, your
Yeah.
HP is low if you don't heal yourself during the liquid hell.
Watch out.
Okay.
Pressing.
Who's there?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
It's
No,
like,
this is getting fun.
yeah.
Red bot unfollow shit.
What did even happen?
I was on the other side and I just had to run around on the other side. Yeah, I mean, if we have a death, then we have a second one.
Not always.
What the fuck?
Everyone take a deep breath, focus a bit, please. Just do the exact same thing we did the first pool.
It's fucking windy.
Oh my god, making that joke.
Sorry, what?
Alright. Someone's breathing on their mic. It's really heavy.
The thing is around. That's what all the time.
What did you say?
Someone is breathing in their mic.
Yeah, yeah.
Not quite the
I hear it.
time.
It's confusing.
Stuff.
Right, it's coming.
Okay, but yeah, that
Step with H. Booster now.
Watch out. Oh. Disengage.
Boss, get ready for the thunder.
Thunders.
In and out.
Walk together.
Out.
Out. Walk with fire. In.
Clockwise. Fire out.
Thunders.
Thunders. Stack then out. And out.
Thunders. Firing. Very good. Chris, you have it.
Ah.
Well, it's... You can die on and out, guys.
Yeah, you can. If you want to have the sucker on the group, then you can. But you should.
Five walls at once. Is there?
Oh, I got the burn.
Pressing.
Still inside the fireball.
Yeah.
Please twist now.
We will get another one.
I said, requires half of this. Some freeze.
I got clip in this.
Oh, what?
It's really lagging.
Yeah, hold it. Not enough heal to handle this.
Yeah, it's really laggy.
No, I got clipped by the explosion of the hatch, but I was far away.
Well, for me it was more than 2 puddles appeared at once than my feet, so...
Yes, but that's what I say when she threw 2 puddles at once. She does that all the time today. I don't know why.
Lucky.
So.
What? Didn't expect that.
Wisdom.
Another fireball.
Okay.
Coming back. Yeah, I didn't fit between these two balls. That sounds wrong.
Yes, that's all.
Focus. Easy for tenders.
Indent stack.
Then stack.
Stay. Clockwise.
Too late with the fire. Kill them.
Pressing. No, I can't. No mana.
Fire out.
Fire out.
Firing,
Go
in, but
in. Okay.
Fire out. Ah, okay, yeah. Sure. Stack then out.
Out.
And out.
Now.
I can rest.
Cube is on the back.
I have the first.
Thunder's coming. Thunder's now.
Damn. Can I get back to the boss, please? The fuck?
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, I took this one.
Spread. Spread out. Out.
Fire in. No chance.
say Keldar at some point, Ryu?
Hmm?
You said Keldar at some point?
Yeah, you had the first fireball. You need to move faster with the group, so everyone gets that. Otherwise, we all have to take the second fire.
God.
The last one was.
Why are you starting to bait the pedals now, Makina?
Because of the position.
Okay.
Don't know where you want it to go, so I just go from MEOA set.
Stop. Stop.
That was such a gamble.
Thunders. Thunders now.
In then out.
Out.
So work with fire.
Fire out.
Thunders. I have thunder.
Stack them
Back
in.
then in.
Stay. Clockwise.
Thunders as well. Thunders now. Spread. Spread out.
Spread out.
Out now.
Fire in.
Thunder.
Dooms.
As in Kelda.
Tank first.
B3-4.
So,
B3-4. B.
B.
We next.
Okay.
And 4.
A, your positions.
Oh shit.
I have Tender, Fire, and Doom.
Yeah.
Was the second dive bomb properly placed?
Yeah, I was on 3.
For
B3
me,
too.
Because I was standing at my position and still got hit.
just a quick request.
What? It was B3-4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was on 3.
yeah
May
then
I just do a
we-
quick request to Elkane and Ryu during the second hatch with twisters? If you can try to either Elkane don't do your circle to the right, but rather to the left, or Ryu can you go a bit more south? Because if we are all three during the twisters at that moment, you more or less played them right next to each other's northeast, which is where I come from, which is kind of
Northeast.
hard and random to handle.
yeah, you are a range. You don't need to run under the boss. You can just stay on the edge back there and even run towards.
Which
like
is what I'm
north
doing,
more.
but you're placing it outside of the hitbox, and it's
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
have little room to move. So if you can just
Yeah, and it's
even
not
so
gonna
slightly,
it's not gonna be a problem if you don't run under the boss and you don't have to do that.
but I don't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going under the boss. You're placing it outside of the hitbox. Like I have 2 meters to run, and I'm
Yeah, you can just run like from B to north. You don't have to run to in front of the boss to the tanks. And since you're a range anyway, you can just stay away from the
there
boss.
is that. But even like that, even if I was trying to move precisely to avoid my twister, there would be the plunge right after, and I need to go behind whatever happens. So you just moving just slightly to the side would allow me to just go through and I wouldn't have to move again because of the
Y-
plunge afterwards.
Yeah, but you don't have to move towards 2 anyway. You can just move like this way, and you're fine because you're range.
Are you talking
Like
about the
from
same
B-
situation?
This
Yeah,
way.
I'm not sure what's the correct situation we're
Yeah,
talking about. So
Sort that
Yeah,
out.
it's
I'm going
it's
to
during
bio real
this
quick.
during the last phase, basically from Titania, when the Hatch and Twister is coming. I'm kind of staying next to the tanks there, so I can dodge the hatches. And
You could be
Lusa
south,
is
you would still dodge
basically
the hatches,
standing
you know?
behind me on the edge and always try to run under the boss, but there is no reason for you to run
And
under
if
the
there
boss.
is no reason
Just
for you
run.
to be
other-
northeast because of the hatches. You can be south, you won't get hit by the hatches.
Yeah, I mean, why should I stand between the hatches if there's enough space and you just don't have to run under the boss or in front of the boss?
Let's get it now, Alkine. Can you please move a bit north?
I mean, I thought that movement of yours was kind of weird anyway. There's no reason for you to run under the boss or in front of the boss. You can just run to the back.
Chris?
so I mean, Keldar is anyways like in the back for dodge for the fire thingy, right? And Machina is with me here on this side. So not sure. I mean, if
That's
you
not what we're talking about, so I can't help.
yeah, Mini. I think it's the very last twister, is it? In Twintania, or not? Okay.
Yeah, should be the last one.
If no one wants to talk, I don't talk. I shut up.
to replay, to record Twin Tanya this time, and we'll try to find a good way for Lisa to do something. Maybe without needing anyone adjusting. I'll just record Twin Tanya and we will take 2 minutes to figure out something after. Stop. Got a good fireball here. Good booster. Booster now.
Ah, we got
Yeah.
Good job.
thunders.
In and
Dead
stack.
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 Move.
Fire out.
Close.
Okay.
Thunders. In stack.
Stack and in.
Stay. Thunders.
Thunderous.
I have thunder and doom. Firing. Spread. Spread out.
Spread. Out.
Out.
Okay. Interesting.
I can't press.
Oh.
Standing out of the group. Sapphire somehow.
B3-4.
Oh, what? Oh, okay, sure.
Four.
4.
Oh,
Back.
Is there? Okay, interesting.
Hmm.
I was waiting for the black puddle coming up, but it's not always coming up.
Only
when you drop the marker.
only first and second.
Ah, okay.
yeah, only first and second. And first, it's after the dive bomb marker placement, and second, it's slightly before.
Yeah, it was just stupid. When we were head out, I was like walking with Kelda always in the same direction, left, right, and me didn't stop, and yeah, it was stupid.
Did you die?
Yeah, I died.
Ah, okay. I really suggest everyone to pop sprint during the out. Like it helps a lot. It's not
Well,
like we need
Yeah,
to
I
go
did.
any
I did that too, but we were running on the. We were like standing on another on my screen.
but-
the trick there is that
Yeah,
when
but
you
his
see the first
his movement
animation,
is his movement is 1 second delayed on your screen. You know that?
I mean,
So-
Galen, I know we moved in the same direction, but she was targeting me. You didn't die, so we were not really stuck together. And I didn't die from the out, so you definitely had the time to.
Yeah. Yeah, what I'm saying is just that you always have to be 1 second ahead of the group, or whatever member, or you are too late. Just because you see the others with a 1 second delay. As a general rule.
As soon as she land on someone, you can start running.
Yeah, in general, not specific to this mechanic.
Yes. Let's take 1 minute to find a way for Lisa to resolve the third twister properly. Is it this one?
wasn't it fine already? Or
No, I don't think
No,
we
it
agreed
wasn't
on.
the case anyway. Last poll.
Oh, okay. So I will just record again.
Oh,
Oh.
we're already pulling.
Yeah, I didn't expect that too. It's very quick.
It's okay. Well, yeah.
That
Yeah.
yeah, I think we're all back now.
So. Twister? Twister now. Twister now.
It's a little bit back. Beware.
In front of the boss, get ready for the thunder.
Thunders.
Out.
You know.
Out now.
Clockwise.
People didn't get the fire.
Fire out. Thunders.
They are out. Okay.
Stack them in. Stay.
Nice.
Thunders.
Thunders.
Firing. Spread. Spread out.
Spread them out. Out. And fire in.
I thunder.
Uh, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3,
Oh,
B3, 4. No, BCD, sorry, BCD, sorry.
I had a marker and I died.
That was a bit messy, right?
Yeah, we had like
Did the situations happen there?
we had the paralysis. So
Well, yeah.
That seemed to be like work fine even with the paralysis, but then there happened a
yeah,
tank swap. I got aggro back and then died with the marker. So the dragons came to the middle.
Yeah. Also, it took me like forever to see which dive bombs it is. At first, I thought that there was a dragon on south. Wasn't actually. Sorry for the wrong call out at first.
I have to mitigate. Stir.
We're gonna see another
They're gone.
fireball.
Yes. We'll have another one, I think.
There it is. Stack, 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 stack. Jump.
Got the timing right now. I can cheat a heal with the Savalag.
Thunders.
In then stack.
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 Twice. Yes.
Fire out. Thunders.
I thunder.
Stack then out.
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 Press.
Raising. Where is my
Thunders.
Get away from me.
Good to know. Fireball goes through the western wind.
Spread them out.
Out.
Raise it.
Oh, that's harsh. I have thunder.
No,
Hard rest. Hard press, okay.
Oh fuck.
X.
Ryu has the tank buster.
East to D. B. Next to C. Spread.
Red.
Go near A, your positions.
What's that?
Away from Arcane.
Basically then.
Stack then in.
Stacking.
Stack, 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 just stay.
Stay. There's no more mechanisms. There is another RP.
In out.
In
And
then
out.
out. Don't get hit by the cherry.
Out now.
Good job. Please, please, please. Oh, another Raven's Peak.
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
tank buster.
My fucking god.
To A.
Yeah.
I have no fucking mana.
We saw it!
Prepare for groups. Go to the middle first.
I have aggro. Tank buster. Oh shit!
Raising.
Tank buster. That's
Tank buster.
hits hard. Yeah, that's hard.
Okay.
Okay, spread it. Groups.
Go on to your positions.
Tower positions!
Yeah, we have to stack in the
They're in
center.
the middle. And there's a Twister.
I forgot they're not always spawning north.
Damn.
Why are you not summoning this, loser?
Because that was okay. So
Give
for
me a quick bio, please, if
Yeah,
or you
sure.
want to
Yeah,
talk first.
yeah, I need drink as well.
yeah, let's talk about it after that.
Okay.
Where did you write down the groups again? Was it
Huh?
general or
What exactly do you mean?
the groups for the quick march trio?
Strats or general? I don't know. Should be. Yeah, should be general because it's not in strats.
He has 2 tank bester, or he did 2 tank bester in a row? I mean, he did flare breath and then Flayton, right?
Yeah.
Huh? What do you mean?
Not that. Left, Alex, Kelda, Ryu, Luz.
Yeah, basically. And it's always like where the trio spawns is true north, so we have to stack in the center, then check where the trio spawns, and then relative to the trio, once the Baumut dive bomb marker appears, we're going to spread out in that formation, basically along the edge from north to south on either side, and then go back in immediately because Twister is coming next.
I guess the timing is basically just when the dive bomb goes off. Run to the middle.
Yeah, basically. As soon as they start diving, or essentially you can also see the dive bomb cast bar in the enemy list. And once the cast bar is finished, you can basically run back in, and that's also the timing to dodge Twister.
Yeah.
Yeah, progress.
Yeah, on the first pull, and then we fucking seen the big dragon.
Yeah.
Killed both tanks in no time.
Yeah.
So that's the part where the fight gets, where the healing check or the mitigation check for tank busters is getting a little bit juicy.
Okay, back.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe Alex or Elkin can tell what CD they took for the tank buster, if they have more to do or not. But I was out of mana. I had nothing. I'm not even for the phase transition. I could not even cast an Atlo and the deployment tactics. So I just casted a sucker and had an indom, and that's it.
The transition is fine. If we have tank LB3, we don't really need much else for the transition. Like the first
Positions correct?
huh?
Yeah.
We saw it.
Oh no.
I just missed the 2 melees, right?
Groups. Go to the middle first.
Ryu and
Yeah,
Chris
doesn't matter.
are on
Okay,
the
I
same
need
position.
to.
But-
I will just change that real quick.
For what? What do you mean?
Yeah. What do you
I post something on
I
There's
team
something
strats.
in ultimate strats. Yeah, exactly. Rio and me are switched, but other than that, it's fine.
I will do that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
I had every single cooldown up, but I only used Rampart because I knew the flatten was coming.
And it wasn't enough, apparently.
You had
No, I didn't even have full health.
Okay.
No, you
yeah.
didn't have full health. I couldn't cast an Outlaw because I was totally out of mana.
Yeah.
There was
Mm.
nothing because of the things before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, timing wise, as soon as Barmut gets untargetable, we're going to stack in the center. Then we have to check around the arena where the trio is. And then relative to the trio, we're going to spread into the groups right when the Barmut dive bomb marker appears, because unlike the nail markers, it's going to lock in at spawn, not when it disappears. So we're going to spread into the groups once it appears, and then once they start diving, which you can see in the enemy list, because there's an actual cast bar for Cauterize. Once it finishes, that's when we're going to collapse back into the center, because that's also when twisters are going off. So we have to move anyway. Yeah, and then it's one healer west, one healer north. For the how are the tornado thingies called? I forgot. Well,
Tornado thingies. It
doesn't
fits it
really
well, I
matter.
guess.
It's always one healer west, one healer north, and the DPS that does not get the Mega Flare Tower stack marker thing is going to be the one on the east, because he's going to get an Earthshaker definitely, and might get the Tornado Tether.
Okay, Kelda, since you're east before and west before and I'm already east, you want to go north and I can stay east, or should I run to the north? But because then we have both to run.
What do you mean? You mean for the
we
the
have,
first
like-
trio?
After the dive bomb and twister dodge, it's going to be the Mega Flare stack is going slightly behind the boss. So we're going to tank the boss true north, I guess, towards A. Makes the most sense.
While during this time we have Earthshaker marker,
I
right?
have no fucking mana. 3 of us and 4 people have this red
Three
circle.
of us,
on
but
them.
both healers always have Earthshaker.
Yeah, so I could stay.
Yes. Go to the
If I'm already
first.
east, I could stay east. I don't have to move north, and then you have to move east. That doesn't make any sense.
So I'm going west, right?
No, you're in west. You have to go north, and but why has the DPS to go west? Is there a reason for it? Why couldn't the healers not only stay and the last person goes north?
I don't understand what you say.
It doesn't really matter. Like, we can do it that way. I don't care.
No, I'm just asking. Maybe there's a good reason.
Let's
We just have to.
let's do a bit of
decide on
paint
something.
before everyone come back. Okay, let's say that the dive resolved. Okay.
We can also just have the healers stay east and west, and have the DPS go to the north, like the one DPS that does not have Mega Flare stack.
Okay, and
That's
so
fine.
the healers can just move to 1 and 2. Is that enough? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we
I
dodge.
think
We
so.
go out,
Like-
dodge the twisters by moving to 1 and 2,
Yeah,
and we're good.
it's not enough.
Let's say
no,
that,
it's not, because if you get one of the tornado tethers and the tank has to intercept it,
Mhm.
once it goes off, you're going to get hit. So you have
So
to
we
be
just
fair.
get to the boss and max mini.
One second. Let's say that the boss dives. Okay, we tank the boss north here.
You mean all dive bombs are done? The 3.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one dive bomb. They dive at the same time.
Yes,
All of them
the three bosses dive at the same time.
dive at the same
Then
time.
it's the Mega Flare plus Earthshaker plus Tempest Wing part.
Yeah. So
So
then-
after they dive, we tank the boss north. Okay. So what
South.
will happen is south.
So
Like-
4 people are going to no, 3 people are going to get the Mega Flare stack marker. That's the thing that swirls around you. they're going to stack behind Bahamut, like here, where he's standing right now, around ish, and are going to solve that.
So after
Then,
the
after
let's
what?
say one by one. After the
But you have the boss in the
after the
middle.
dive bomb, you said that DPS move behind the boss. Okay.
After the dive bomb, we're all going to collapse back into the center of the arena.
Yeah. So you have
So
the
The
boss
boss
in the
is gonna
middle.
be in the middle, right?
The boss
least
is
that's
going
what
to
I saw in the video.
spawn. Yes, the boss is going to spawn in the very center. We're going to, like, the main tank is going to position himself towards A. So the boss is tanked
So
to north.
Okay.
Yeah. So then
Alex is the main tank at
Three-
the moment.
Yes.
three DPS are going to have the stack marker, the Mega Flare stack. They are stacking behind the boss, like on his ass. Then one healer is going west, one healer is going east. The remaining DPS that does not have the Mega Flare stack is the one that gets the third Earthshaker. He's going in front of the boss, and the tanks are basically standing northwest and northeast, like on the intercardinals, in between the healers and the one DPS. And all three of them, the DPS and both healers, are definitely going to get an Earthshaker. The tanks can eat them, they just ignore that fact. And then two of them, like either both healers or one healer and the DPS, are going to get the tether that the tanks have to intercept, which then goes off in that tornado thingy, like in regular T13. And for that reason, if you get the tether, you have to be a little bit further away from Bahamut, because the tank needs space to intercept it, and it also has a radius where if you get hit by it, you're going to, I believe, you get knocked into the wall.
Yeah.
So at least the two of the three people that get
Chris,
the
but
tether.
what I wanted to do was to recreate the path step by step together on what I was streaming, but okay. So everyone could see, and
Yeah, you can paint it if you like.
yeah, but that's let's just
But
paint.
who is the fourth person for the Mega Flare stack? I think
There's
it's
no
four people.
fourth person.
There
for
are only
the
three?
Plastic. Yes.
So
Okay, I
one
thought it-
DPS will go to the north and get
Yeah, go-
Earthshaker, and
Yes.
after that another tornado, which he gives the tank.
Maybe.
Like there's three people with Earthshakers, west, east, and north, and only two of them get the tornado tether. Which ones is random, but two out of those three,
Alright.
out of the two healers and the DPS that does not have the Mega Flare stack, and the Mega Flare stack is just behind the boss.
So and
And
once
that's
the
the entire first trio.
and once the tank's interrupted, the
Yeah.
all the other people can go back into the group. After the Mega Flare goes off and the tethers were interrupted.
Yeah, the
and
trio is over after
Yeah.
that.
So we can.
Yeah,
get
the
back together.
also the Earthshakers are going to go off.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, once all that is said and done, then just go back to the back of the boss, stack in the group. Tanks are in front. Yup.
One tank is in front.
Yeah, one tank is in front.
There
We
is
shouldn't
few
have
clean tanks.
two tanks
Yeah.
eat flare breath.
Yeah, there is.
That's not a good idea.
I don't
Yeah,
think that mechanic will be a big problem, so what
Yeah,
was after that?
The first one is probably like easiest, but the next one is gonna be the interesting one. The Blackfire. Or what was it?
Yeah, for the
Is that
Blackfire.
towers we're getting?
Yeah, the
Push them.
Blackfire is also, we have to agree if we're going to do edge strat or center strat for the liquid hells, because there's two different ways to do it. But as far as I've been reading it up, like the center strat is more popular and also requires less thought than the like merry-go-round strat.
I would go from the center to the.
Yeah, same.
From
I
the
think
from the
that's-
center to the edge. The only gripe with that one is that we can just run straight to the edge because it's not far enough to place all the liquid hells and still have space. So we basically have to stutter a step. Like essentially, we're stacking in the center, and then we have to wait until the first liquid hell goes off. Then just run slightly out of it, only very slightly, like not too far. Only so you're just slightly out of the first liquid hell, wait for the second one, and then rinse and repeat until all of them are placed, so that there's still a little bit of space between the wall and the final liquid hell, and also so you don't run into the wall while placing the final one.
It should be 5, I believe. Yeah. I have no fucking mana. I think it's 5 liquid hells.
Yeah. Exactly.
After that,
I think you're going too fast. Let's go trio by trio.
It seems like people have different opinions on that.
Yeah.
We should get there.
I don't really care, so I'm.
I just think, yeah, we're probably gonna be doing the first mechanic really quickly.
Let's ask one simple question first. The only one that matters right now. Does anyone knows what he has to do for the first trio?
Yes.
There is no shame. If you don't know, ask and we will explain.
where do the tanks stand for the first? They have 4 and B. Is that like the if the trio would be north?
They can
Just from distance.
they can basically stand wherever they like. It doesn't matter.
Okay, how far do we? How
They
far
can
should we stand
they
away?
Can stand. They can like how far you have to stand away.
Yeah, like
As far-
like I
as
stand
far
to
as
Kelda.
possi- As far as possible. The further you stand away, the safer it's going to be.
Because we have 4 people on each side. That's what I meant. So
It depends how far the tank is away from you when he is going to intercept your tether.
no, I'm not talking about the tether. I'm talking about when we baited the first dive bomb. When we wait in the center, run out to the left and right side.
Yeah.
And we're standing on the edge then.
Yeah.
With 4 people.
Yeah.
And then we run back in. So and when we're standing at the edge after we ran out for baiting the dive bomb marker, how far do the 4 people on each side have to stand away from each other?
If we are like this, we are far enough.
Doesn't matter. They don't really have to stand far from each other.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
don't
we
have
could
really.
stand
There
like
is
this.
there is no real reason we have to be
Okay,
spread.
so we could stand like this, like
Yeah.
Lusa, Kelda, and I do, and
Don't do it too close, because if 2 people get the Mega Flare splash damage thingy and you're too close, then you might clip each other. But for that to happen, you literally have to stand like in the range we're standing now. You have to be.
If we are like that,
together.
we are safe.
So yeah, basically like in the picture.
But we
and
can't
it's
we
going
can't
to
stack
come-
because there is a risk that we hit each other's twister and we clip each other mega flare. So we just have to be spread, but just a little bit.
Twister is not that big of a deal. Like because we're going to place the twisters on the outside and then all run back in the very moment the twister stops casting. So
But you can't overlap 2 twisters.
yeah, but twisters are small. You basically have to stack.
Yeah,
in
that's
each
why I
other.
say we can't really stack. We still have to have a gap.
No, you can't stack. Definitely not.
And then we all walk through the middle of the arena. So by
And-
walking from the edge of the arena to the middle of the arena, we resolve both Twister and Mega Flare at the same time.
Yes,
Yeah,
the Mega
and
Flare.
Then we
and-
stack behind the boss, and then it's the
But first
healer
the
and tank
tanks
part.
take the tether. After they
Oh.
took the tether, we can stand behind the boss.
Yes,
We're going.
I mean the tethers will spawn once we are at the middle, but it's a bit like,
after we're going back to the center, the boss is going to respawn. He gets positioned towards A, true north, and then Keller is going to like around here,
Yes,
and
exactly.
Gaon
Like
on
here.
the other side, and the DPS that does not have Mega Flare stack is going to stand slightly between A and the edge or whatever. Like he can stand in melee range if Ryomi is going to get it, and we can go towards the wall if we get the tether, and we can just stay where we are in case we don't get it.
Should the tanks maybe figure out beforehand which tether they take? I mean, if it's 2 healers, there's...
According to the positions on the edge of the arena, which means that
Yes.
Alex will take mine and Alkine will take yours.
Yeah, that's okay for the
Basically.
healers. But if we have a DPS ender healer, then it's
Yeah,
like...
just,
If it's
like-
Kedr and the DPS, then Alex is going to take Kedders and Arcane
And
is going
Arcane
to
take the
well,
DPS.
I think it's easiest, like, I'm gonna do just like with the group, just grab something. Like, I cannot grab both of them, so I can, like, I'll only get one. And then go to
Yeah,
my
sure.
set position and sit there with the tether.
Okay.
It's pretty much a no-brainer.
When are we using the LB3? Remind me.
It's at the start of the phase.
Yeah.
That's for the LB3 is for the 2 tank buster, right?
Yeah, for the 7th android. No, for the
No, to live
AoE.
after the
okay.
phase transition.
To even see the
Okay.
dragon.
Okay.
Then right after another tank buster.
And for the tank buster, it's one tank buster or it's one back to back.
There
So
is the general.
Flatten.
Yeah, there
No,
is like
no,
there's the
flare breath.
the
Flare breath
occasional flare breath. There is first the one of those, and then there is the flatten, which is the first huge
Tank
hitting
buster.
tank buster plus the few flares afterwards.
Mhm.
So
Okay,
I'm
so-
gonna drop some cooldowns for the.
yeah, I can give you an unlock, and
Yeah.
then I'm maybe sure I can.
But I'm thinking about just home ganging the flatten. Because it hits really hard.
I will probably be able to cast Collective Unconscious, but that really depends on how Nail was, because
Hmm.
when it's panic, I just smash all my buttons to heal and mitigate, and
I mean, what I definitely should do is give you an unlock. That's the best thing for you
Yeah,
can
the
get from
first,
me. I believe.
yeah, the first breath is.
I mean, yes, we really have to invuln Flighten, because Flare Breath doesn't do that much damages. I think. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
we
just
can-
like
we
it's
can-
more
we-
a cleave. It's not really tank buster.
We can do that for now. Like invuln the
Last
flatten
time
and
it
then
hit like
check. Go to the middle
40k.
first.
Tank buster.
That again depends highly on how Nail was, because if it's panic, then there is a big chance that
Hmm.
one of the tanks will have to invuln.
Yeah, we can do that on the fly, I guess. Okay, then.
Fresh food.
Are we ready? No, there is no like force swaps on Bahamut. But we may swap if needed, if like there is problem with cooldowns.
So
Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Have like freezing pictures.
Yeah, you're also.
clicking on Discord, yeah.
Yeah.
stay with this.
Might get another fireball.
We skip, we skip.
We skip.
Oh!
I trust you.
At least one person.
Front of the bus, get ready for the thunder.
Under now.
In
Then sack.
stack.
Twice. They stack in front of the bus.
Get away
Alex
from
at fire,
Alex. Get away
get
from
away.
Alex.
Bus thunders, stack then in.
Stack them in.
Watch out for the distance.
Stay in, stay in. Move.
Clockwise. Thunders.
They stack in front of the bus. Fire in.
Spread. Spread out. Out.
Thank you! Third time today.
Rising.
Thunders. What the? Oh, I got. Oh.
Damn, that looked pretty good.
Fun.
Pretty good.
Thank for stroke.
Yeah, I think just die, and I quickly have to check what's happening here with my PC.
Okay.
Of course.
All of this came from a tongue buster? Wow.
I hate that we don't have a salt marker, but it's fine.
And that's the opposite of the north marker.
Yeah. Oh, you don't say.
I'm just trying to help, yeah?
I think I quickly restart the game. Maybe it's better then.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like I have to stand between 1 and 2 and in line of A and have to look between C and 3 and have to realize it's salt. Don't get hit by the cherry.
Out now.
But yeah, I'm fine. It's all good.
Thing with Lusa and
Please. Oh,
there's
no,
that position
Ravens
for the
with tanks.
twister happened
My
there.
fucking god.
A to A to A to A.
No,
Yeah.
then him.
I have
What?
no fucking
It was
mana.
me and Chris.
That
And
doesn't
I'm
seem
gonna
to
move
be
to the position
side.
anyway. I mean, it was
Prepare for
kinda the.
groups.
that doesn't seem to be a
First.
regular situation.
Yeah, it's just
Blackbuster.
if Chris and Machina gets the hedge, then we are both kinda in the same position.
Rising.
It's just that this like going between the hedges because if one person fucks it up and pulls it to the side,
But
then
I think I
the whole
understand the
group is
problem.
kinda
That's
fucked.
Lusa can go more south because if he does that, he get clipped by the edge, right? And you're both
the
going.
opposite.
Not really. I mean, because we are kinda standing in front of 2, like here, and the hedge is like on A, exploding. So
And what
we
if
just
Lusa, you
run
can?
from
What if Lusa? Maybe you
like
can just
this
do a
to
big, little step to the left, and stay there.
If I move to the left, I get hit by the.
What to the right? Oh no, because you have to come in and stack.
The hedge explosion is just gonna be on A, so around B should be safe for him.
I will just keep record everything until we get this, and
Yeah.
everyone will be able to
Yeah, it rarely happens. So
propose something.
if we get it the next time,
Yeah, it
we'll
only
have
happens if you and Makina have the.
Okay, so. I'm loading. So,
Oh yeah, we're still loading.
sorry. Oh no, that order is completely fucked up.
You know how you can resort, no? Do you?
I can
You
sort the
go
party list.
into exactly, and then sort party list, and it's gonna be on default. I hope you have it on default.
Yeah. No, I have what yeah, it's okay. It's
I know
works.
you always have me on top. You don't need to say it.
No, that doesn't work. I believe, does it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. I'm not a healer. I never had any interest in a custom party list.
I
In
just
my
saw.
list, I am on top, and everyone is below me. That's the only thing that matters.
I just saw what was posted this morning on shitpost on the Discord, and this I know that this triangle strat exists for Ramu, and I don't understand how and why.
We did it until last week's raid. We
Like
did-
there is literally no reasons to do that instead of just going in a fucking circle around the boss.
That's true.
That this
It
this
took-
just this really reminds me of that fucking DPS out strat on Chaos that was awful,
No,
and
it was
everyone did it.
It was DPS in. DPS
Oh
out.
yeah, sorry,
DPS
DPS in.
out was a little bit better, and the line strat was the best one.
Yes, the land strat was like
Line
literally
strat
the
was
best.
pretty good, yeah.
I mean, those strats were the best and easier to do, and people were just nah. That's not how it is on MQT video.
I was the dude who, when Savage opened, I sit in like week in PF just advertising line strat.
Nice.
I was also kind of like Trojan horse. I made like clear parties, even though I had cleared the fight like 50 times, just to teach new players the line strat.
Yeah.
So when they go into the PF, they use the line strat.
Chaos is probably my favorite fight of the game.
Yeah, it was really fun,
Is it?
like entry fight.
Yeah, it is. Like this fight is masterpiece in terms of choreography. This fight really is a partition that everyone plays, and if one player screw up, then this ruins everything. Twister. Twister now.
Ooh.
Well, let's. Twister. Twister now. Twister now. Boss, get ready for the thunders.
Thunders.
Intense
Stack. Twice. In front of the boss,
Fire
get
out.
stack.
Machina has it.
Thunders.
Thunders. Stack them in.
Stay. Thunders. Firing. Spread.
B3-4.
Out. Out. Thunders. Firing.
No.
Unlucky.
Browsing.
Bang piss.
Gonna overlap this.
I'm raising Alkane.
B3-4.
Was
Oh, I went to a
like a side.
What happened?
I went.
Three,
uh,
3 went to 4.
Yeah, I was second.
No, but before, why
Oh.
was that so
Yeah.
messy at some point? That was perfect, and then why the first people die?
I elusive jumped to the back and Machina ran also to the back. That last Thunderstruck is really
Yeah.
close with the fire in, so
Okay.
kind of annoying if two people run to the same direction.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the case when you.
Fuck
If you
God,
didn't,
I have no HP.
If you
Yeah.
didn't vote, then Alex would have died.
Yeah, it
It was one of the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Was my bad to not heal you. Twister.
What's that?
Storm coming. Twister now.
Thunders.
Bartenders.
Thunders.
In then out.
Out.
First
Lusa.
one in the back.
Pressing.
Raising Lusa.
Pressing, okay.
Fire out.
Thunders. I have thunder.
Stack.
Back then in.
Stay.
Stay. Move clockwise. I can trace.
Me neither. Thunder, I have thunder.
Outcasting. I'm outcasting.
Spread. Spread and out. Out.
Fire in.
Thunders.
Chris. What's the pattern?
I'm already looking.
Pressing Lusa.
We
Outcasting.
have BCD.
BCG.
Right. First B.
No, we have B34. Sorry, B34.
4.
B.
Next one is 3.
3. Next one.
3 and 4.
Next one is 4.
And 4.
Okay. Whatever.
I can get a bit to the north.
I think we can just.
Do people know there?
At some point, we made a statement wrong. Oh, maybe I didn't understand
What do you mean?
understood it well. I will show you the replay. At some point, we said that the third marker
Mhm.
can just move clockwise and stay there, not joining, not meeting up with the group. That's what I did here, and I still get clipped by the.
Can you also go a little bit back where I died because I was on my position?
Yes,
and
but that just I just want to be. Did I do something wrong or?
No, you can't really be in hard positions at that point. You have to be at least a little bit aware where the dive bombs are going, because we have to adjust it. There is no 100% placement that we can have that will always work. That's not how the mechanic works.
Because my dragon was there, I think.
Where did I
mean,
get
there was a dragon next to you as well, like that clipped you. So, like, oh wait, that's not the dragon that clipped you.
Okay, and then both Thang die because of the claws. Okay, and Galen.
Yeah, I'm just curious where.
I don't think.
Yeah, we don't have it.
But you got
But-
kept by your dragon. You got kept by your dive bombs.
But here anyway, like now the first dragons went off, so basically that whole part of the arena is now free.
Yeah, the whole
Was
the
the
whole east
spread-
part of the arena was like not free.
And Ryu died because of
That's
the
true.
spread.
Yeah.
Remember, for the spread, we have positions on. Ryu, I think, was on the good positions, but some people probably was not. I did a little drawing with paint. It is on Ultimate Strat. Remember the positions?
Yeah, Keller posted it.
Yeah.
The circle thing.
Oh no! There was lack of
But yeah,
healing.
we should.
Both
should
healer were
try
dead.
to adjust to the north, like where the first dive bomb goes off. At least the
Yeah,
people that are like on
basically-
that side run out for the spread
Yeah.
and then run back.
Like in that situation, the northeast is probably more safe than most other parts of the arena, because that's usually
You mean after the first dive?
basically.
Yeah, after the
Yeah.
first dive it is.
That's-
Before the first dive
I mean-
it's.
As soon
That's
as
a
it
bit what
goes
we're
off, you
doing
can
already.
basically run there as healer or whatever, and then run back in for the stack or whatever. Well, if it's stack, then we don't have to run out anyway. But for the spread.
I'm afraid that's we can try, but I think that's a bit messy because
Yeah.
You
Okay.
want to rejoin because of time?
Yeah.
I mean for the past few tries,
Hmm.
the stack on north was
Mhm.
not. I mean it worked.
Mhm.
So what we are doing is that after the first diamond we are going a bit north and adjusting from there, and it can work. I don't not almost no one got kept by the dive bomb or by the spread. So
Is the first there's dive or what is it? Dive or for the tanks? When you have the first dive bomb, it's dive on one tank or and stack after, or it's spread
Yes.
and
Half
then
dive on one tank. Like
Huh?
it's always the main tank. So it's either Dalamut dive on the main tank and then Thermionic beam, or
Yeah.
it's Meteor Stream and
Okay, so if it's media stream, it's spread, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
in both cases we should
and the spread happens during the first dive bomb of the dragon or the
No.
second?
Between the second and the third.
Hold on.
Okay,
I'll just pull it from the.
because if it's like that, then we could like all go to more for the first dive bomb of the that comes up. We could stay like on the western half of the arena, and then we go to the eastern half for whatever stack or spread,
Yeah.
and then we should
Yeah,
be
we can do
safe.
that. Like we don't need to go to the western half. The center is
away from
like the
Arcane.
very center is always safe. We just cannot stay there in case we get the meteor streams. Then
Yeah.
we have to spread out. and in case we need to spread out, it's better
Go near
to
A,
stray
your
slightly towards the
positions.
northeastish than anywhere else.
Do
Yeah,
we
like-
really need to review that that strat we made, because I think it's working pretty
No,
well.
we
so
don't need to review the strat. The strat is fine.
that's not
It's
yes,
ju-
but that's not why we wiped here. So
Yeah. Yeah, spread happens with second
we
basically.
agreed on something that worked. Maybe it's not optimal, but
Yeah, it works most of
There
the
is,
time.
like
That's the
we have
pretty
we
sure
have
it
to,
works
we
all
get
the
stuck
time.
here. But
Yeah,
then
we
I'm
have-
pretty sure it works all the time.
like
If
the only way this strat is going to work out every time is if everyone is aware where every dragon is and knows every dive bomb lane and where it is going to be, and then we do our spread according to the dive bomb lanes. This is the only way to have
Yeah.
this work 100% of the time. But in that case, you have to have 8 people be aware of a lot of shit going on and have to spread out accordingly. So I don't even think it's like possible to have this 100%.
yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah.
It's like 80% maybe.
Yeah.
But there are 20 shitty percent when the dragons
Yeah,
are
but
like
we could make this a little bit more safe if we do the spread more towards the northeast side, because that way most of the time we will not get hit by the second dive bomb. But even then, it's not 100%, because if we have the third dragon, which is one of the two, which is the dragon that dives on the second dive bomb, if we have him in the east and have him dive like through the southeast third of the arena, then even the eastern side is not 100% safe for the lower persons of the stack. But it could work out. Like northeast will be pretty safe most of the time at that point. So after the first dive goes off, we have to basically go slightly towards where the first dive happened. That's going to be the best way to do it. And always stay away from the main tank. In any case, because he's always getting Dalamut dive no matter which of the two quotes we're getting. Basically, Alkane, you're the one main tanking at that point, right? You can basically, as soon as the first dive bomb is resolved, you can basically run to the towards the edge of where the first dive bomb happened. Yeah, that's good. But what I'm saying is, it's slightly even. It's better for you if you don't like run straight to the north edge, but slightly towards the northeast where the first dive bomb happened, because it's going to be safer. Because north, you might be clipped by the third dive bomb depending on the pattern. Someone didn't accept.
yes, that's me. I'm seeing.
You ready?
No.
Okay. Then just say when you're.
Yes. Trying to do something here. One more second. So, would that be more something like this? That's crappy, but
I have a record of our first Bahamut pullback.
yes, but would it be more something like this then?
Kinda.
yeah, or
Yeah.
even more to between A and 2, like 2-1.
This is too close. Like the dots are too small in relative to the arena, but the general idea is definitely
Yeah, it's
Correct. Like, I think we can think of it as like one being true north in that case. One being true north and Arcane standing rather close to the edge, and the rest going from there. That's what we want to do.
You can start.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting, resing.
I rest already.
Was busted.
Be careful. Twister now.
Oh, come on.
skip.
Back in front of the boss, get ready for the first set of tender.
Thunders now.
In then stack.
Stay.
Twice.
Fire out.
Far out. Thunders, I have thunders.
Stack then out.
Out.
First one is in the back.
Thunders.
I have thunder. I have thunder. I go way after cleans.
Spread. Spread out.
Then
Usual.
out again.
Out.
Fuck you.
Firing. Thunder.
Clockwise.
Oh,
Tank buster.
I can't res, I have thunder.
Yeah,
We
you
have
rest me.
E3, 4.
E3-4.
Yeah.
Raising Alex.
Alright, I already rest. Sorry.
Spread.
I'm paralyzed.
Spread.
What is B3? 4.
To northeast.
Away from Alex in that case. Yeah.
Of course. But we can heal her up, but
LLB?
No. Yeah, you
Yes.
can,
Yes.
Yeah, I can, but we didn't have a
But
problem afterwards.
Why?
because we're going to die on the phase transition without a tank LB. We need it. We can't use it. Like,
There is no way the LB is mandatory in a fight. The tank LB is mandatory in a
it
fight.
is.
It
what?
is.
Yeah.
The tank
you,
LB is
you-
mandatory.
you-
you cannot
Law.
survive it.
It's-
You need at least tank LP to survive it.
yeah.
Okay. Pressing.
Susa. Still now.
Please.
Nah.
Get another one.
Oh, wow.
Pressing.
I think that's my bad, sorry. Front of the boss, get ready for the first set of thunder.
Thunders, no.
In that stack. Fire out.
Come with the fire.
Where's the fire?
Fire out.
thunder.
Chris, you had the fire.
I had the fire.
No, Chris had the fire.
Me? Really?
Yeah, I bet I.
Sorry.
Yeah. That was. Ah.
Twister.
Oh, wow.
Twister now.
That's too early.
Oh no.
No. I'll shoot myself. Works. God bless Shade Shift.
I healed you too.
Yeah, I know.
Back in front of the boss, get ready for first set of Thunder.
Thunders.
Then stack.
Nice.
Twice.
Out.
Where are? Thunders have thunder.
Stack then
Back
out.
them out.
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 Out. First in the back. Doom.
Thunders. Oh, oh yeah.
Casting Galen.
I was in that puddle.
Pain if you can. Outcasting Alex.
Spread out. Well,
Oh well. I'm sorry, but
the person who died just before me died just went there about to get the ice debuff, so I got it instead and died.
I got killed by ice.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I died. I was in my Doom puddle and it disappeared, but I
got killed by ice. That means that you were not stuck with one of the fire portal.
think I died from Doom, not from ice.
Yes, I was answering to Lusa.
Ah. But I'm not sure why.
There's something weird about the first fire, I guess.
So, incoming. First Vista. Okay,
Where's
I
the
rise. I
arcane?
rise.
You rest? Okay.
Ah,
Why?
Getting
I
fireball.
yeah, we have to.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
tanks
gonna be
can
right.
just wall it. But why did you die? We were just almost up. We're on topped.
Edge First Vista. Twister now. Oh, really?
Thank you.
Thank you, Machina. Twister now.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. If you misclick your shit.
First set of thunder.
Thunders now.
In and stack.
Fire out. I have the fire.
Thunders.
Thunder.
Stack then out.
Out.
And out. First in the back.
I have thunder.
Me too. Get away from me.
Spread. Spread in. In.
BCD.
That was
Thunders.
Iris.
Yeah, that was a nice leg, yeah.
It's the first Doom. I was busy raising.
tank
People.
buster.
Yeah, try. No, mana, no.
BCD. For dive bombs.
Fuck. I have.
First B. C
I'm a sucker.
and D.
Lose him.
Away from the tank.
Now slightly northeast. Let Arcane alone. And stack.
I was too close.
Oh fuck. Okay, I got it. Well, you
We
press a
should assign A as a stack marker for that case.
Spreading them out.
few- spread out, yeah.
Yeah,
Stacking out.
You're gonna have fun if you
Don't
kill it because there is no tank limit break.
yeah, I mean, you well,
Come
you-
Machina!
Like,
Think I
Go
helped, by
Canada!
the way. He's gonna jump now. Have fun.
UCoB.
Guys,
UCoB.
hey, we've seen the fucking meteor. That was a phase.
Is that the
That-
death wall? I wonder.
Yeah.
Like in the
Like
middle.
for in case we get Dalamut dive and then meteor, not meteor, thermionic beam. We should maybe assign A as a stacking spot. Because people were all over the place. So and we
there were many
have-
stacking between A and 2, I believe. There were like 4 or 5 people between A and 2.
Yeah, but I think it's easier for everyone if we have a stacking point that has a way marker,
Yeah, sure.
because we have to be rather tight for a thermionic beam. It doesn't have a huge hitbox. Like we're standing in the
I think it's smarter if we assign two
Yeah, we
as a
can also
spread.
do it
Yes, because that would be easier for the people that placed the markers on B and on
Yeah,
3 and B to
Okay.
come.
Then if we get Dalamut dive and then thermionic beam, 2 is our stacking point. But other than that, positioning was pretty good on that one, actually.
Yeah, I just got clipped and went too close from Alkain, that's my bad.
My
Yeah.
weakness here is kind of like looking at the quote. Because I had the stacking marker apparently, and I just didn't know at all what mechanic was going on.
Yeah.
So I was like doing a spread by default and then died.
Because you got the Dalamut dive?
No, I got the thermionic beam.
No, he got
Okay.
I was alone in the like
Okay,
very,
okay,
very
that's
far
okay.
away.
I understand.
100k damage, but almost survivable.
Well, yes.
I guess. Yeah.
I think, yeah, that should be plenty.
I mean, nothing is like like. It should, yeah, it should be survivable. Like just like couple of cooldowns. What the? Holy what? Oh, I didn't use any cooldowns. That's my fault.
Stuff. Vista. Okay.
Boom.
Sure, you got pulled anyway.
I get a déjà vu from balls exploding. That happens in more than one fight. In the first phase.
Nice balls.
Vista. Vista.
Sorry about the placement. Kinda blacked out. Never mind.
Boom. Okay, guys, I call the last pool. I'm starting to feel dizzy because of the meds.
Let's make it count.
Ooh. Be careful.
So. Twister.
Where is he?
Don't press A. No, I got the double stream.
Hard resing Chris.
Try to end that deal.
Thunders.
Coming back.
Thunders now.
And
And then stack. Twice.
Fire out. Fire out.
I have thunder.
Stack then out.
Out.
Wait.
First in the back.
Thunders.
Fire right.
I have fire.
It's you?
Spread. Spread in.
How is it? What?
Yeah, that looks like
Yeah.
a really bad lag.
Yeah.
Yeah. B3-4 in case it matters.
Get ready for that one.
First beat.
B3-4.
3.
3.
Red.
And that's a spread.
Away from Arcane.
And next RP.
In
Let's
and
stack.
Next RP.
Spread and in.
Friend then in.
This time without lag. This is going to get very close.
Oh, I don't.
I do
And
not
first, I
have-
don't have mana.
Yeah, I don't have mana as well.
The weakness buffs are really.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh!
damage.
Well, at least we're going to see it once.
Those 20% took like 8.
Ages, yeah.
The weakness buffs.
That was so.
I even potted with Brink of Death. I potted with Brink of Death.
Right.
We went from 0 correct dive bombs to 3 in one evening.
Yeah, there is at least the dive bombs were perfect. Everything else was fucking
Yeah.
weird. The dive bombs, they
Okay.
were good.
I felt like the main tank at that time going to the northeast is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Arcane standing there,
It,
so
it
no
makes
one
it a
was
whole
able
lot
to get
easier
it.
and safer
Yes,
for the dive bombs. I think it was
definitely,
a
yes.
pretty good change. One thing about the fire, this is something Ryu noted last time, but I think not everyone was there anymore. Like, it's really important when for the first fire in that we dodge the first Doom Puddle AoE that appears immediately, because if a caster stands in there and greets a cast, even if he maxes it out in time to not get hit by it, he won't get the fire. And
I mean, the call we usually do when we have the out is move together, but that's not the good call. The good call would be follow the fire. Because you can't really choose to move together in this game because of the lag and
because of
shit.
the delay, yeah.
Yes.
But what I mean is, like, if me or Ryu or one of the tanks or whoever has the fire and we're going to dodge the first big white puddle clockwise, then we're going to dodge immediately. Like, it spawns and we go clockwise. And if you're standing there for a second longer because you're casting or something like that, and then move to the left, then you're going to make it out in time to not get hit by the AoE, but you will miss the fire. You will definitely miss the fire because the fire goes off basically like a split second after the white puddle spawns, and if you do not move immediately after it spawns, then you will miss it. And this happens to us a lot, and this is fucking up a lot of runs because people are randomly dying because they don't get the first fire. They're not stacking with the fire out after that, and then Ice Bitten is going to kill them. So it's really important to not greet a cast at that point. Just move out immediately. Once the white puddle spawns, go left and then do your cast. Even if you have to cancel it, it's better than not getting the fire.
The same thing can apply for a lot of things in this fight because a lot of people are still dying of the out or in things and shouldn't. The fight is too hard and too punish too much mistakes to allow dying on such simple mechanics that you have on literally every fight.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. But I think if you get knocked out by Chariot, then it's pretty clear what went wrong. But if you miss the first fire, even if you went with a group, it's not that clear.
It's clear, but if I mention it,
like
it's
I
because
said,
this happens a lot.
I
Yes,
mean,
it
for
does.
the first,
That's true.
it is either
If that one,
stack and out, I think, and there we just following the fire back to the boss. And what Chris meant was the in and stack, and then we move clockwise, and right after stack, everyone moves clockwise.
I understood
If one
after what you
person
meant.
waits
Yes.
like for 1 or 2 seconds, then
Yeah.
some people won't get the fire buff, and that's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
be
Move
difficult.
immediately once the Doom Puddle spawns, but because this gets us a lot, and not only one person. Like we have instances where 2 or 3 people do not get the first fire in that case. Just pointing that out because I don't think this is something that is very clear to everyone. But it's very tricky. The first fire is essentially the most tricky one timing wise.
Yes, because to make it short, move
Yeah.
immediately after the
Yes, because you
white puddles
have
appears,
yes,
and
because
always move clockwise. That's really
Ye-
important.
exactly, and it's the only fire in where we have to dodge a mechanic at the same time the fire goes off. No matter which quote it is. Like if it's Cherio first, then we're going to run in while it happens, and if it's in stack, then we have to move clockwise while it happens. But we have to move, and for the other two fire ins, the third and the fourth fire, we can just stand where we are because there's nothing happening at that time that makes us dodge. It's only the thunders that have to be aware. But the rest of the group can just stand where they are, so that's pretty easy. But the first one is a little bit tricky.
So just always follow the fire, and if it's
Yeah, and follow it quickly.
in,
Like
and follow it quickly.
don't
Yes.
wait. Just follow it immediately, and you'll
And
get
if it's
it. And
in,
you'll be
you
fine.
just have to move immediately
Mhm.
once the white puddle appears,
Exactly.
and clockwise, and everything should be fine. And yes, everyone, me included, starts. We need to be more consistent on basic mechanics,
Yeah, definitely.
because one fuck up is very bad.
Yeah.
It's
But I
not a race. It's not a race where we can outcast,
Mhm.
because there is a big amount of heal needed, and we
Mhm.
always needs to move.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's hard to res, and I'm not even mentioning the ice beaten that can fuck up
Yeah.
the whole group real fast. If only one people is missing, so
That's true.
Yeah, it adds like weird randomness to the already pretty like
Okay.
to some extent unpredictable fight.
but except for that, one Bahamut pool and two very good dive pools and 3 dive pools.
One in rage, one. Well,
So
one person getting to Bahamut.
congrats everyone.
Yeah.
So see you in 2 days, right?
Yes. See you on Saturday.
Okay. Goodbye everyone.
Goodbye.
See you.